Good afternoon. Welcome back to Coastal Resin and Glitter. Okay, I am joining the Thursday, twice a month, Slay a Tray. First time, and on top of that, this month's for March, it'll be March 5th, I believe it is, that it will air. For, again, the first one thing I've ever done, I've never put flowers in resin. So this is going to be interesting. I am using a little bit of, I'm going to try to do this my way, kind of. I'm going to use a little bit of this ultra clear epoxy first as a first layer on it. I don't know if I've got enough here. This was left over from a project I just finished. But I'm thinking if I can get flowers laid and let that cure a little while, then I'll come back out and maybe add some more. Make it a little bit dimensional. I don't know. I don't know how the flowers go. I've owned a flower shop, so I've designed flower arrangements. This is different. This is a whole different ball game, and I'm not even going to go to the edge, so being it's clear, I hope that really doesn't make any difference as far as showing. If it does, I will have learned a lesson. But I want to at least start this and see if my thought it works for me. I don't know. I don't have any idea of the color scheme I'm going to go. I got a bunch of blue. I've got some greens. I've got an assortment of these kind of flowers. I've done a lot of purple the last week or so. So I don't know what that's all about. These are kind of pretty. I'm trying to think of spring colors, springy things. Got a lot of greens here. Some of these I've had for a long time. I just never have gotten to the point where I was using them. Shame on me, A typical crafter, I think we buy things on spur of the moment thinking, oh, that would be cool. And then we don't know what to do with it. So I don't know if this is all greens or what. It'd be kind of nice if it is, because greens kind of, yeah, that's all greens. That's a good thing. This is a whole packet of different, I think maybe the pinks. I might go with maybe pink and yellow, and there's light pinks there. And I know you got work from the bottom, we're working backwards. Flowers first, and how do I get this bag open? This is going to be an adventure. It might be another one of my adventures that end up with a decal over top of it. I don't know. Kind of like those. Those are pretty, but I've been doing a lot of pinks. Do we do a little bit of yellow with it? Yellow is springtime. Ah, there's a big blue, but that's not that big a tray. There's some white. That might be pretty with them. Some more pinks. Oh my goodness, we got, there's some greens and some greens. Okay. So, let's see. What should we do first? Maybe a few white. Now next is going to be opening these things up, and hopefully the resin, I think it takes a while to cure, so let's hope. So anyway, here's some whites. Let's start with a few white colors, white flowers. And my mess, is my table a mess, guys? Sorry if it is. And I know the flowers have got to be upside down right? And I'm hoping in doing it this way, I can eliminate bubbles, maybe? I don't know. I watch Singleton on TV on occasion, and I think it was her that actually dips the flowers in resin. I'm thinking, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. But if you go layer by layer, how can that hurt? Okay, so let's do some pink now. All right, anybody know how to open these packages? Scissors. Scissors. Okay, I know I've got scissors, and they get taken back to the back bench. BRB. Be in my new drawer here that, oh, I see them now. Ah, gracious sakes. Okay, so let's make sure the whites are safe. Okay, now let's do let's get the pinks out. I hope they all have their own little cover over them. That really is, I know that wasn't the way it used to be years ago. I don't know which is up and which is down. These are pretty pinks. Pretty pinks. And a little bit of whatever these things are. They kind of just remind me of milkweed. And let's get something. No, I don't want that there yet. I want something down here first. Let's move that out of the way. Ooh, where'd it go? There it is. There's that little flower. These are like a little bush. I like those. Now we maybe can put something like this because the stem will hide behind them. Very good. And there's always flowers behind. Okay, I think that's enough of that. So what else? What other? Do we go this bright pink? See, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna let it sit probably for an hour till it's tacky. Then I'll come out and pour a little bit of resin on it, and maybe do another layer of something. There, then we got a cluster of those flowers. Let's see. Get this down. What is this? This is a little bush. Little bush of baby's breath. Let's put that there. And I lost one of the flowers right there. Let's get that back on there. And all right, come on, guys. What are we doing here? I'm about ready to have to start doing some greenery, aren't I? Let's do another one of these bushes here. Whoop, that kind of broke off. I want a place for a butterfly. I'll put a butterfly right there on the surface. That won't show up. That won't show up there. Let's do this pretty pink. Okay, now a little bit of yellow. Everything's always better with a little bit of yellow. When I opened my flower shop, I had absolutely no clue as to how to make a flower arrangement. And my first order was of a girlfriend's wedding, for a girlfriend's wedding. Oh, I just tore this. Oh, come on. I think this is the back side. I don't want the... All right, let's just take that out. And had no clue what to do. And my grandfather, on my dad's side, is my guardian angel, and he was quite the businessman. I don't know if you guys believe in all that stuff, but I sat there and thinking, oh my God, I don't have the foggiest idea of how to do this. What do I do, Grandpa? And you know what? I just started laying things out, and I got more orders off of that wedding, my very first, than ever. Okay, thank you, Grandpa. You did it for me. He has been my guardian angel over very many events in my life. I have never not had his picture up, other than if I'm moving, or like last year when the house was under restoration and I had to pack things away. That's the only time I've ever been without his picture hanging on my wall or sitting on the desk or something. I don't want the orange. Let's do this little bit of a, what is this? Is it on something? It's on a stem. Oh my. I gotta get some greenery back here. I think I'm good for flowers right now, guys. See, this has got to get clipped off. Okay, so what kind of ferns do we want? Which ones do we do first? I think I'll do these first. Maybe these first. These are finer. These are finer, and we need something that's gonna kind of be dainty with the rest of the flowers that are there. Oh, I gotta put that in the plastic before the dog comes sailing in with the wind blowing. Sorry, guys. It didn't have a plastic over it. That's a shame. I like them with the plastic over it. I wonder if I can just lay it right on top of there. Yep, works. That was maybe the plastic that was sitting over here. Shoot. Okay, let's see. Now behind every green, every plant, every arrangement is a nice layer of greenery. I like that. Is that the only one that was like that? These are kind of falling apart. Gosh, the leather leaf is what I was looking for. That's leather leaf filler is what generally most designers, floral designers use. What are we gonna? Gosh. Come on. These tiny little, almost look like little clovers, don't they? My edges don't have resin down here. Oh well. Now, if this doesn't work, if this isn't the way to do it, a layer at a time, I guess I will learn, won't I? Willow, what are you crunching on? Leave the tree out. That's a rose bush, dingbat. Oh my God, she's chewing on the rose bush. I tell you, if you guys want a free yard groomer, I got one for you. Wish I could pick this up and see what shows on the other side. Can I see? Okay. Where's there an opening? Right there. One little opening, and then I'm going to call this layer done. Right kind of there. All right. I want to be able to have some area where I'm going to use glitter as the background. Okay. I'm going to give it an hour to tack up. Then we'll come back and put a back top on it, a back coat of the rest of the I don't know what that is. Looks like it's just something that's hanging out. I don't know. It might not be very pretty, guys, whoever's going to do this. But this is my first time doing floral in a resin. And that's going backwards. So we will see. I wish I could show you. It's colorful. Pinks and reds and yellows and some greens. Okay. And then of course there'll be a top coat after it's all completely done with a little bit of diamond dust in it. Maybe. Depends on how the glitter shows up that I'm going to use. I think I'm going to use some. I might use some mirror as the background. I don't know. We will see. That was kind of an adventure. I enjoyed that. Let's hope that it works out. Okay, so we will be back in a little bit. Good evening, everyone. All right. I've had one heck of a fun day on editing. If anybody understands it, it's not been really fun. So anyway, got that all taken care of, learned a couple of lessons today. Learned that if it goes on, if you, like I have twice, had my phone go to slow motion. First time I sped it up, and even though I sped it up, it didn't look like it was going very fast still. And then yesterday's, it couldn't even download it. The CapCut editing downloaded everything else. It had it. I was on my phone, but it would not download it, and I couldn't figure out why the heck it wouldn't. Well, going on it, I finally seen that it was in slow motion. So I went ahead and I published on YouTube the first section up until when the tray, up until basically when the tray was done, and I posted finished pictures, thinking that the part showing where I was putting the UV DTF on and stuff was all lost. So I didn't worry about it. So anyway, found out that there is a way that you can go in and manually get that back up to the correct speed. So I did that, got it all downloaded. Now I've got this, and this is for March the 5th. So I want to get this done so that I can get a couple of things going ahead of time. I'd like to try to get at least something out if not every other day, if not every day, every other day, because it's just a matter of my getting myself out here and getting it done. And I just turned the timer on. I've got Let's Resin 4-hour in right here, and it's not a chilly day, but it's been sitting still on the heat mat, and it's like water. So I'm not even going to put it in the mixer. It's mixing by hand beautifully. Look how runny that is. It's nice and warm from being on the seed mat. So I have no idea. I probably have poured too much because I do have this almost full already. I don't know if I should be. I've read where when you do this and it's sealed, you should actually sand it. But then I watch everybody make their leftovers, and they don't ever sand it, and it seems to stick. So I'm going to take the risk that it's going to stick. There are some spots where the flowers kind of stick up, so it's not absolutely smooth. So I don't know. My luck, I'll be the first one that won't have a layer stick together. So anyway, I'm gonna, and once I get this stirred up, I think I'm gonna put some glitter in it. And I think I've got left of Mirror from Laura's Art Corner, which isn't a lot. I've got this much left. I think I'm gonna use that. Then I'm gonna also do this kind of a teal, dark, sparkly teal blue color matched together, and hopefully that'll just create a nice backdrop in the back for the flowers to pop rather than being on. I was going to do it all crystally, but part of me thinks it needs to have something a little bit darker for the flowers to show. I hope. I guess this will be a learning curve if it's not the right thing to do, and I don't know if I can hold this up and sell. It'll be what it is. It'll have some of this in it. So it's not like it's going to be all the blue, the turquoise, whatever, the night color sky. And I'm almost done, and I was stirring this before I turned the camera on. So I'm going to go ahead and shut my timer off before it beeps. Pour in the remainder of my, I'm going to have to order some of this after the first of the month. I'm working on a fixed income isn't the easiest thing to do. So that's the first of the month, and this almost, I don't know if it, maybe it'll float. That is so pretty. I'm not going to put a whole lot in here just because I kind of already like the way that looks. Look how sparkly that is. Isn't that pretty? This is some I've had for years from Little Lee and Rose. She does mostly tumblers. Basically, that's all she does now is tumblers. She does do a few other things, but it's predominantly tumblers. That's pretty. I think that's all I'm gonna do. I don't want it to be super heavy dark, but where did I put the glue? Oh, it's down below. It is down below. I did mix 6 ounces, so let me get the glue and a little dauber so that we can maybe only count 6 instead of a running stream. And I'm hoping that maybe doing 4-hour, and I will, being it's so runny, that maybe it'll cure up good fast, so I can come out here tonight and possibly unmold it and maybe finish this video for morning. Okay, let me see how many I got. 1, 2, come on, 3, 4, 5. Come on, one more drop on you. I can see one more drop. 6. Okay, so there are 6 drops. Put that back on my, whoops, well, that laid down. Oddest thing happened out here last night. I don't know when and why, but there's been a shelf on the back wall since we bought the place. And for some reason, that shelf fell down last night. And it was up when I was out here because I checked on this before I went to bed. So it was up. There was nothing going on. Nothing appeared different. But this morning, my Ryan, before he went to Joe's Club, come in, and when he woke me up to get patches, because he gets her up to go out so I don't have to worry about getting her out at 6 o'clock in the morning. He comes in and he says, the shelf is down. And my grandson used to be a power lifter, and he's got quite a few trophies, and one of his bigger trophies, the head got broke off. Not a good thing. I can glue it back on, but it's, you know, it's the principle of the thing. Okay. Now, I hope I didn't get that too full right off the bat. Yesterday when I was doing this, I had a friend stop over, and he come out here and was watching me for a while, so that's part of why I didn't get it done. He stayed talking for quite a long time. But okay, well, that is domed. I hope that's pretty when it gets done. I'm pretty sure. Let me see if I can tell. Well, maybe you can. Oh gosh, I don't want it to run over. That's the thing. And it doesn't take much to see. It's right level right now. And I'm so afraid that it's gonna go wonkers right on that side for some reason. Looks like. Okay. All right. So we are set with that. Now I just have to figure out what it is I'm going to do, huh? What am I going to do with the rest? That's a penguin. I don't want to do a penguin in that color. I had some birds. Where did the birds go? You know what? I need to make a couple of, I want to make a tray to go, little trinket containers to go with each one of my trays. But I don't have a tray that's blue, do I? Do I have a tray that's blue? No, because that one I just did, that is just out today, that's not blue. All right, where did I see these? I've got these birds, and I've got the mold somewhere. I wouldn't mind doing one of those in the blue. I've got a plate and the molds, those go to make a, here. This isn't them because I've already poured. I've already poured the ones that I'm talking about. Don't you just love doing resin? You have so many molds, you don't know what you got. So you end up ordering more of the same thing. And I'm not sure whether I've got, you know what, I think I probably better do the little one. I'll have a little bluebird. That's what we'll do. And maybe that'll look cute on the tray. A little bluebird. Okay. So let's do this little bluebird, and I don't normally squirt down, but this has got a tail. And let's get down into that tail. Okay, well that sucked that right down in. Looks like I might have a little extra. Come on. No bubbles. I'm gonna spray the inside of that. Can you guys see me here? Not very well, can you? Gotta draw the line. Gotta draw Mary's line. There you go. I think you can see me there. The bird kind of tilts that way, doesn't it? Okay. That was just about. Whoa. That is kind of domed. I don't think so. I don't know. I think it is. Let's do one more drop. And I never thought about the beak here. I'm worried about the tail. Shoot. What's running out of it? I think it's the alcohol. I think the beak is okay, and I think the tail is all right. I don't see any white spots. Okay, so let's put one more drop in there since we squirted out some alcohol. Okay, so now I've got little bits of stuff here. So let's put it in. Let's put it in one that hasn't got stuff in it. Okay. I don't think we've got it. I don't think there's enough. Maybe. This was 6 ounces. Okay, I'm going to put that down so that it can flow into where it needs to be. And where is the other side? that is here. Okay, so made spaghetti sauce today. I've been busy on the computer all day, so that gave me the time to put, I make a tomato sauce, and the kids, the boys can either have spaghetti or they can have noodles like goulash. I just eat it plain sometimes. That's what I did for lunch. Okay, well, this is almost full, but not quite full. I could have used a half a teaspoon. I could have used a half. Let me see if I can get it by scraping down here. Boy, I'll tell you, I had to go online and boost up my storage for Google today. This takes up a lot of space, doesn't it? Aside from on the brain. Okay, that's it, guys. We will see you on demold. Okay, so it is time to demold. I could have come out here probably last night and done this, but laziness takes over sometimes at nighttime. So let's do this little vase. We'll see. These are so cute. And get the top off. Yeah, a little bit of that blue. Oh, see, even with it having glue in it, some of the glitter settled, but not much. So if that's the way it shows here, that might be a good thing. And there we go for this particular one. And I will fancy it up a little bit, put some flowers in there. All right, now let's do this bird, and let's hope we didn't get any bubbles. I hope not. And I need to put gloves on. Kind of anxious to see how this one turned out. This looks like it might have had a bunch of bubbles on the inside of it. I don't feel them on the outside, but on the inside of the resin part. That's kind of odd. Unless it just separated some. I don't know. As long as the front looks all right, we will be doing good. All right. This is my first Slay a Tray Thursday, so I want it to be decent. Let's see what the bird looks like. We got a bluebird. A pretty little bluebird. I think we can get the head off of this one first. I haven't poured this one yet. That was easy enough. Just get the tail out of there. Probably would be just as easy if I sprayed. Good thing it's good and cold. Oh, let's pray for no bubbles, guys. No bubbles. Oh, looks good. Let's turn this back around. And, oh, there. Ah, that was a flip of a tail. All right. Oh, pretty. Nice little bluebird. Isn't that pretty? And again, even with the glue, some of it did still settle, but I think that the part that settled was okay, because the light didn't. Okay, so let's check our tray. This is making me a little nervous because, like I said, this is the first time I have done dried flowers in resin. So this is kind of an adventure for me. Oh, good deal. No bubbles, number 1. No bubbles, number 2. No bubbles, number 3. Fingers crossed. Do we make it to number 4? Ah, and no bubbles, number 4. We have a full house. Good deal. Now, now let's see how my garden looks. Little nervous. Can't say that I'm not a little nervous, guys. I do have a little bit of overpour. That'll be easy to take up. It's like paper thin there. No hard spot. Well, right there, there's a little bit of a high spot. No high spots. No bubbles on that edge. No bubbles on that edge. No bubbles on, oh, shh, right there, little tiny one. I was afraid of that because I did, as you can see, I did put a little bit of glass in there. So I've got one little tiny bubble. I can't even see it. I can feel it. Okay, time to turn it over. I don't even know which way is up and down. I guess this way is up. No, can't say that I'm happy with it. Can't say that I'm happy with it. I don't mind the blue behind it. The flowers bother me. I don't know, like this white, that pretty white has like transparency through it. Okay, well, it is what it is, and you can't really see the pink glass. You can see it a little bit, but not much. I didn't put very much in there. It was a kind of a last minute thing. I had company show up, and I was kind of doing this at the same time because I was in the middle of pouring this when they showed up. No, can't say that I'm very happy with that. But it is what it is. Let's see. See what I can do to kind of spruce it up some. It's got the dried flowers in it. That's what's required for Slay, this March 5th Slay a Tray Thursday. So it's got the dried flowers in it. Let me go back and see what I can find. I will BRB. Okay. So I can't decide. I think these roses are too big for what we're doing. This might work. It says wild like flower, warm like sun. That might be pretty. And I do like to put a butterfly on what I make, if at all possible. That is kind of going to be my little bit of a signature. So I want to put a butterfly kind of like there. And let me get my little scrubby thing here. And of course, I shouldn't have put gloves on and expect to do that because I'm not be able to pick it up. Lord, I'm gonna have to turn my gloves inside out, guys. Just give me a minute. Then I'll have to put some powder on. I've got powder to put the gloves back on with. Okay, so I don't have my glasses on to be able to see. All right, sorry if I'm being quiet. It's called concentration. I'm really not happy with the way the flowers turned out. First time. And And I didn't take the time to do my nails this morning, so you'll have to forgive my short nails. Today is Ryan's birthday, so nothing's going to get done tonight because he wants to go out to a Chinese buffet for his birthday. So that's what our plans are. That was weird, that come off. And I don't think the whole thing came off. No, it did not. And then I'll put a thin coat of course, of top coat over top of these. But I think I'm going to put the daisies on here. And if it doesn't suit because I'm using something other than just dried flowers, please tell me, guys. Being I'm new, I don't know particularly what the full regulations are. But see, this one would work too. The flowers are a little big. Kind of like the daisies, the white daisies. Let's see if I can get this off. That really disappoints me. The flowers are kind of transparent. I don't know if did I need to put more flowers on it than I did? Is that the key? Do you go heavy with the flowers? And I don't know. Let me know. Give me comments as to what, if I didn't go heavy enough with the flowers before I put the greenery in. If that's the issue. Because it really just kind of, the pretty colors just don't come through for me. And I'm having trouble getting this one, of course. And like the last one, as soon as I say I'll be right back, it'll peel for me. So if it doesn't peel right away, I'll just edit this part out. There it comes. There, oops, let go. This is when the essential trimmer set in, guys. There. When I'm trying to do something on purpose. Okay. So, do we do it right down to the bottom? Do we do it in the middle? Kind of like here, like with align with the other flowers. Quit shaking, Gloria. I want the words at least to be straight. I hope I'm not got my head in your guys' view. All right, well, this is the way it is, regardless of whether it's right or wrong. And I will try to hold on to that part. And the wording doesn't show up. You got to kind of be close to it. But that is all right. Not the prettiest thing on earth. Not the ugliest thing on earth. What does it say? Wild like a flower, warm like the sun. Okay. And I will put a little top coat on that. And maybe I need to put do I need to put the bird on there? Does the bird is going to go with the tray, regardless of whether I attach it or not. I kind of like that. That is a pretty bluebird. Okay. Well, this is my first try, guys. Let me know what I should have done differently. I have no problem with positive critique. So we will see you on the next Thursday in 2 weeks. Bye. Have a good afternoon and evening. Okay, so I decided to come back on. I'm doing a back coat, top coat. I am using the Ultra Clear. I put a tiny bit of the diamond crystal in it, so we can protect the UV-DTF stickers. And I did 3 ounces. I'm not sure if that's too much. Doesn't appear to be. I'll have a little bit left over, I guess. Guess that can go into my egg carton. Okay, and again, I bring this down all the way up to the very top edge of those legs. That way that has it prevents having a layer seen on your bottom part of your tray, because it is coated. And I go around the edge as much as I can to basically do the same thing. Get an even top coat around, and I don't want to pour it out, obviously, but that top coats the inside and the bottom. Not that the inside edges probably don't really need it, but to me that prevents an edge showing. So anyway, let's get this. It didn't take long in the debubbler, the vacuum chamber, to collapse on itself. And it's almost like that crystal clear brings out the stuff. I like the way that it looks when it's cured. This gives it a little bit of a three-dimensional. So we're trying to pop all the bubbles just by moving it around rather than using the torch. And blow the resin up into the legs again. All right. Well, that is basically it for this. And we will see you on Thursday, March 5th, which for those that are watching it is today. So, toodles, you guys have a good afternoon.